What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another Market Watch. Guys, if you're not a member of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group, links can be down below. I urge you go and check it out. I changed the settings, so if you're not a member of the group, you can't see what's in the group. So if you want to be a member, all you gotta do is go ahead and hit the join button. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I post a bunch of pictures. This was posted in the past day, talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Taking pictures of cards and spicy text that I'll mention later on in this video. Some text that I won't even mention, actually. So once again, I'll be posted on here, so come check it out. Links for Instagram and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group down below. Comment question of the day: which out of the OTS 12 Ultimate Rare cards are you interested in? Are you interested in Solemn Judgment? Are you interested in Twin Twisters? Or are you interested in Chaos Dragon Levianeer Ultimate Rare? Let me know in the comment section down below which one you're really excited about, or any of the cards on OTS. Could it be the super rares, the comments? If comments been announced yet? Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to give a subscribe, hit the like button, and once again, comment down below. Let me know. I know we have about, according to my YouTube analytics, a third of everybody. Paisanos, look to your left and look to your right. One of those guys is trying to go in, grab the information, but not be a Paisan. Guys, hit the subscribe button. That's simple. Now, looking at Starlight Seafried, my mind's blown. With the announcement of Chaos Dragon Levianeer being an OTS Tournament Pack 12, you would think this card's value would go up. I mean, it would make sense, would it not? Chaos Dragon combo, I guess you want to call it, or Chaos Dragon Seafried, whatever you want to call it, that utilizes this card, needed 3 Chaos Dragon Levianeers. Well, before the ultimate OTS announcement of Ultimate Rare Chaos Dragon Levianeer, this was relatively expensive. Besides buying 3s, we need to buy Chaos Dragon Levianeer, which is around $30. Now those have access to that card with the new announcement, with the new release actually, of OTS Tournament Pack 12 coming out December 5th. This card value should have went up, but it didn't. Look at the market price of Starlight Seafried, it's roughly around $41. And then you go over here and we see it at $37.50, almost $38. In fact, not only is it $38, its value might go down before it even starts going back up at this point. Chaos Impact's going to be having a special edition coming out soon. With the special edition, we know the unlimited printing run of Starlight Seafried is going to be cheaper than what it is currently listed at. So the value of this card is going to go down, or it has a possibility of going back up. Do I think it'll go back up? Well, to be honest with you, not really. I have no idea. We are getting a ban list in December. I should really say in a couple of days next month, but officially we're getting a ban list in December. And with that ban list, it could kill this deck before it even starts getting off the ground. So we're gonna really have to see what's gonna happen in that ban list in January, not December, and see what happens. Hopefully this deck doesn't die, and if it doesn't die, well, this card will be the valued card of that deck. That whole Chaos Dragon, Seafried Dragon, whatever you want to call it, this will be the money card. But a little something weird about it. So this went down a little value a little bit with the announcement of Chaos Dragon Levianeer Ultimate Rare being announced. Okay. Draconet went up though. Draconet with a $6 market price. Besides one listing over here at $4.75, the next value of the card is roughly around $7. Now, this is for the Shadowfoil Starfoil version of Draconet. It did come out as a common as well, which is roughly around like $1 to $2 for the common version of this card. But if you want the Starfoil version, it's going to cost you roughly around $7. So this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Players getting ready when they get into Chaos Dragon Levianeer to play the combo deck. And this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Players going, yeah, I'm just going to hold off and wait on my Starlight Seafried. It really doesn't make much sense what's happening with the card. It really, maybe, once again, we'll have to see in the next week or two what happens to the value of this card as well as the rest of the cards for the deck. Looking at Silent Mining though, with a $29 market price, the value of Unlimiteds are barely onto that. Christian versions are barely holding on to 29s as well. Silent Mining is going down. This card was hitting some insanely high numbers, but once again, looking at Water not putting up their end of the bargain of being good, and only Salamangre being the good deck, the value is going to go back down to roughly around $20. Now, is Silent Mining a great card? Absolutely. It's also getting a reprint though, which also affects the value of this card. Salamangre is a great deck, but it right now has a really huge Achilles heel, and with the ban list hit, it could kill that deck, which ultimately would murder the value of Silent Mining. Then again, Konami's getting ready to drop a new style list coming at the end of January, and we're going to see Ignister. So we would have to see what happens with Silent Mining's value. It's really up in the air right now. Hopefully you guys got rid of yours when they're hitting some like $40 price points, even beyond that, because the value is going to go lower and lower and lower. Appaloosa, the Bow of the Goddess, with a $72 market price. Name and first edition versions are about $68 and barely holding on to that price. Apples and Beholder Gods is going down in value because Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't wanting to put that much money in. I mean, it's a holiday season. And I'm going to have a black market video coming up soon. And we'll talk about some good sales and whatnot. But nobody really wants to drop $68 for Appaloosa Beholder God. We have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh events this past weekend. Hopefully you guys have a regionals near you. I know my regionals for me starts in about, I think it's December 21st is my first regionals for me. That's nearby. Hopefully it's more near you guys. But nobody's really going crazy to go in and get the Appaloosa Beholder Gods. This is a one and done card. You just need one. And you don't need any more than that. If you get any more Rising Rampage and you crack Appaloosa Beholder Goddess, sell it. Get rid of it. Unload it. Free money. But just one is all you. Do you have yours? Up next, Buster Dragon Breakers and Shells. Why is this card $14? No, why is this card $14? With 1150 market price, the card went up again to $14. This is a ultra rare coming out. And once again, Bosch. It's probably in your local's dollar box if they still have any left around. I mean, if nobody's found out about this card's value, hit them up. But go in and grab it and go in and sell this card. It's just not worth it. Then we have Cyber Emergency with a $28, almost $29 market price. The value is currently roughly around $26 for Cyber Emergency. I think Cyber Orcus is, looking at the past YCS, we saw one deck see play with Cyber Orcus, but for the most part, you best just play Pure Orcus or evidently Sky Striker Orcus, or there's other version of Orcus, and Cyber Orcus, which used to be the best version of Orcus, really isn't. Cyber Dragon deck is still a very good deck and a very real deck, a deck you have to respect, but that doesn't merit this card having a high value in the current market. And also, Yu-Gi-Oh players holding on to Cyber Emergency is just wondering to themselves, wait a minute, is there going to be a reprint with the reprint coming out in March, that reprint set? Could Cyber Emergency be on there? And if it is, what happens to the value of this card? It tanks, obviously. But would you hold yours now? This is one of the cards that heads definitely on the chopping block to lose its value. The only question is when. That's it. It's gonna happen. Just when. And when it does happen, the value of this card is going to tank. Then we have Sergio Watcher of the Evil Eye. With a $19 market price, almost $20, the value is at $18. Sergio is slowly going back down in value. The on-chain hype was all over the place, and on-chain has done nothing. Thanks, by the way, Konami, for making a bunch of that deck super rare that do nothing. And Sergio was one of the deck cores you could have used for on-chain. Well, not anymore. It's not really used anymore. So if it's not used anymore, what happens to the value? It slowly starts going down. I love the artwork on this card, and hopefully Konami makes this deck a good deck again. Hopefully makes it a good deck, period. It was really never that good, but great casual deck. And more affordable and cheaper for Yu-Gi-Oh players to have access to. Because nobody really that plays competitive Yu-Gi-Oh wants to play this card, or Evil Eye. Especially an $18 card like this. This is an easy sell. Looking at Levianeer the Sea Dragon, it's ultra rare. I'm not sure if a lot of you players have understanding or have this card or have the want to grab this card, but it's something you really need to look into. Chaos Dragon Levianeer the Sea Dragon, not the other one, the unchaotic one, with a $9 market price, lightly played unlimited, it's about $10 right now, which isn't bad considering the highest version of the card is ultimate rare. Lightly played first edition though, $12 for Levianeer the Sea Dragon. Now I don't know if this card's gonna see any kind of playing time soon. I have zero idea, but I'll tell you right now, I own one of these first edition. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not getting rid of this card for nothing. This is a phenomenal card. I do think this card has great potential in the future, and since that, I'm gonna hold mine. Are you gonna go in and grab yours? It did come out a different bunch of rarities. Once again, that highest rarity is ultra rare. It came out like super rare and ultra rare, but I'm going for the highest rarity first edition because I have the illness. Do you? Anyway, TG Wonder Magician is another card with the announcement of Kriston, Needlefiber, or Halifax, or Haberax, whatever his name is, coming out in March. Yu-Gi-Oh players were initially excited when we first heard about Kriston, Needlefiber. And the value of Ultimate TG Wonder Magician, well, this card was bought out on the market. What's the value of it currently right now with the guaranteed news of TG, Kriston, Needlefiber, whatever you want to call it, coming out in March? Well, the current market price of the card is roughly around $11.60. And then we look at unlimited versions, it's $10 for the Ultimate Rare. Then we go to first edition versions, that's going to run you roughly around $23. So if you want a cheap max rarity version of TG Wonder Magician, it's about $10 for the unlimited Ultimate Rare version of this card. That's not bad considering we're guaranteed going to be getting Kriston Needlefiber. The only difference is, can the balance hit this in time? Well, the balance actually hit this at all. Because if it doesn't, this is a great card to do. And obviously, there's other versions of this card. It got reprinted all over the place, and that definitely lowered the value of this card. But besides the original print of the Legendary Collection version, the Ultra Rare from original print out of Extreme Victory, The Bowser Legend Relentless Revenge had this card coming out as an ultra rare for less than $1. So Yu-Gi-Oh players have access to this card now, easier access. But for the higher rarity ones, for $10, that's not a bad deal considering the price is around $11, and for first edition, it's roughly around $25. Then we have Fist of the Gadgets. Now, this set value is just, it's a flat tire. I mean, 100% a flat tire. The most expensive card in this set is Brother Five Fist Panda. With $11 market price, it's barely trying to stabilize at that price point. We have Brother the Five Fist Elephant, that's barely holding on to $10 with a $9 actual price point. And Scrappy Cycle, which is about barely holding on to $6. Realistically, the reason I want to look at this set is because Brother Five Fist, I mean, yeah, the deck isn't as good. At best, I mean, at best, the best player playing it can probably play a deck at tier 1.5. At best. Now, with that said, I think this is a really fun deck, and it's kind of more affordable, and I kind of personally want it. And I want to know what you guys think about it, because before this set was first announced for the anticipation and hype, the value was going crazy for this set. In fact, Brother Five Fist Dragon was a $20 super rare before getting reprinted in Mystic Fighters. Current price point right now, it's roughly around 12 cents, making this deck core of Brother Five Fist very affordable. And I kind of want to play it. I want to test it out. And if you guys have played it, definitely comment down below. Let me know how it feels, because I'm pretty sure this deck can do it FTK. I'm not sure if it can still do it. I know it can't do it consistently, but a deck that does FTK that's can play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, even as a tier 1.5 deck, that's something to look into. And it's very cheap now with the re-release of Brother Five Fist Dragon. Once again, it's like 10 cents. We also have Evo heroes, Adjuster Gold and Malicious Bane, and the values are all over the place. So Malicious Bane had a market price of roughly around $75. We can see the current price point at $70. This was the $80 card. Evo Adjuster Gold is roughly around $65. The market price is showing currently right now to be about $72, and the current price point is $75. They've almost flipped in value. Why? Don't know, but they flipped in value, and that's what happens when you get crazy cards coming out of Legendary Duelist and Mortal Destiny. And this is hero out of any Legendary Duelist set is gonna be money. I think that's a big takeaway. Anything that's hard to get hero-wise, ultra rare, that's the money cards. You're gonna want to go in and grab those from Legendary Duelist set, because evidently they're good and they're hard to get, and since they're good and hard to get, value. Then we have El Shadow Grista. I think with the new Shadow structure coming out in February, you can play this slowly and quietly, especially the real competitive ones. They're testing with Shadows, and they're slowly grabbing the max rarity versions of Shadows. And today we're going to be talking about El Shadow Grista with the 2015 Mega Pack version being about $4. You can see right here, it quickly goes up to $5 with only 20 price listings. The original print of El Shadow Grista coming out the new challenges with 386, letting you play unlimiteds are already $5 for unlimited version of this card. When you get the first Legendary mint, you're looking at roughly around $6 for El Shadow Grista. Once again, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players, and Yu-Gi-Oh players all over the place, are slowly and quietly grabbing these cards. And normally, without me talking about them, maybe other Market Watch channels not talking about them, the value would be hitting some high numbers. And ultimately, you'll see one day, you'll just blink, and you'll see a Grista at $20 or $30 for some ungodly reason. You might do that. But right here on this channel, right now, today, this card's slowly going up in value. You're going to want to grab yours so you don't have yours. Nobody's looking at it right now. That's like known. People are looking at it, just highly going up. But if you want to grab yours right now, I would recommend doing it right now if you're looking to play Shadows coming out in February with the Shadow structure deck. Sorry, deck structure deck. Anyway, look at that Mystic Fighters. Kitchen Dragonmaid is still stabilizing with a $30 market price, despite showing 0 top cuts in the previous weekend. Mathmechs Albertine, whatever his name is, he's roughly on $29, higher than his $28 market price. Once again, despite showing 0 play. Moving over, we have Nurse Dragonmaid with a $24 price point. Its value slowly going down to 20. This is the time of the weekend, the Wednesday, when the cards shift in value, and we're seeing Yu-Gi-Oh players go, Dragonmaid, how to do this past weekend? Horribly? Okay, I'm gonna hold mine. That's what we're seeing in the market, paisanos, and it's really crazy to see this. I don't know if Dragonmaid's gonna be doing good. I have 0 idea, but I do know if you take Dragonmaids to a real event like California, Texas, New York, Florida, these are where like a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh players go when they hit record numbers in regionals, maybe even in like Georgia or the Carolinas. You're gonna see this deck not do much of anything, but you'll get Yu-Gi-Oh players, and once again, not to bash Nebraska, but areas around Nebraska and of course Nebraska itself, and definitely Nebraska's regional circuit, you'll see this deck probably top, and Yu-Gi-Oh players will go crazy, the market will go crazy, but it's really not that big of a deal when you take that deck and play against a ton of more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. Not saying Nebraska has the most competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player base, but Nebraska is nothing like California. No, you can't take California players and put them in Nebraska players. That makes zero sense. Like, you're just taking a caveman and putting him against like a guy in the future. They're gonna be like, "What are you doing? I read about you, bro, when I was a kid." Anyway, I'm just saying, like the variance of play styles, and once again, you might see him play, but please, if you do see his deck profile, please make sure to look at the location. Location. If I see a dragonmaid deck that topped the regionals in like California, I'm gonna want to know what's going on. If I'm gonna see a dragonmaid deck that topped the regionals in Nebraska, probably not so much. Netherlands, probably not so much. But when you get somewhere like New York or Texas, yeah, I'm gonna look and see what's going on and why he did so well and why made a deck good right then and there. What was that tech that made a deck consistently good? Look at other cards. You still see like cards like Mardell, Generated Boss Light being like $5, and Generated Boss Stage, it should be like $10. Is $4 in the market price. So market price is pretty much stabilizing, if not slowly starting to go back down. Well, realistically speaking, these values should not be up at all. They're showing almost no meta play throughout the whole entire weekend. Besides the reprints that I think are phenomenal in this set, the deck cores like Kitchen Dragon Maids, Primax, and what's the other one again? Generators. They're nice, but they're not good. They're not like meta relevant. At best, maybe tier 2, but I can't see it 1.5 even. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, paisanos. Then we have Waking the Dragon. So, for control, I talked about this in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group, and a lot of people disagree with me. That's totally fine, but I think they're wrong, and here's why. This card's insane. This card's absolutely broken right now, and here's why. It's not good if you're playing Orcus. It's definitely not good if you're playing Thunder Dragons. It really makes no sense. But if you're playing Control, Dual Control, Altergeist, you can run this card. You can run this card because a lot of the opponents that play against you want to like to clear your back row before they go in for the kill. Most players that want to play against a control player, they don't want to swing blindly into a back row that could potentially be game changing. No. They want to get rid of that back row. Now, most players, once again, look at the deck profiles, please. Look at them. They don't main really much back row removal. They side back removal. What's the number one current sided back removal right now in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh? Cosmic Cyclone. What's better than getting your Waking the Dragons hit by your opponent than them paying 1,000 life points to get your Waking the Dragon hit? What's better than that in this game? Name something. That's absolutely broken. This set, by the way, if you don't know what it does, this set card's on this control. It's left the field because an opponent's effect and is now in the graveyard or banish Cosmic Cyclone. You can spell one monster from your deck or extra deck. Card price points roughly around $1 for super rares. Commons are all over the place. They're on $1. You can bring cards out like Naturic Stereo. If you guys don't know what Naturic Stereo does, by the way, this is a dual turn 4-1 with a $9 market price. That's under on $6 right now. The card says a fusion summon of this card can only be conducted with the above fusion material. You can ignore that with Waking the Dragons. While this card trades up on the field, you can negate the activation of a spell / trap and destroy it. By removing play one card from your graveyard and then sending a top card of your deck to the graveyard. So this card literally goes past anything. Striker-wise, you just put this on against strikers after they play 1,000 life points to bring this card out against them. Yeah, you just do that. That's all you do. That's really good against them. Against a lot of other decks, including True Dracos, which can we just say is a phenomenal deck right now, you can play Ray Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Now, if they're running 1-for-1, watch out. You have to watch out for Wing Beast cards, but for the most part, my favorite effect about this card is the first line. Unaffected by other card effects. Put a period on that sentence. Boom, done. This card's current price point is like $1. Once again, I don't understand why control players aren't running this. Control players have swapped from like legitimately controlling the field, besides like maybe Google Control, Altergeist specifically, are just blind going in on 3 judgments, 3 strikes, and playing a bunch of cute little things for like Altergeist stuff. And yeah, no, this card is phenomenal right now. Can you pull that out it? Probably, but they're putting resources to out this one card instead of killing you, or instead of maintaining control. And if your opponent's putting all the resources to out one card, and let's say you have a Solemn Judgment, but so by the time they finally get to like Boros Sword, you Judgment the Boros Sword, or you use a Multi-Faker to bring out Siliquist or Siliquist effect to bounce that card back, that's it. They pass turn. This card's insane, and nobody knows about it because nobody's talking about it because everybody's forgotten about it, but this card's really good. Dingirsu, you say? You're gonna send my Wicked Dragon away with Dingirsu? Alright. What happens? Like, this card's am I not seeing it? Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, something about Waking the Dragon, the Trio Stereo, Ray Raptor Ultimate Falcon. There was another one as well. If you know what the other one is, guys, I would love you if you could comment down below as well. There's a third one. that used to be brought Awaken the Dragons, the fusion guy, the other fusion guy. But yeah, this is a great card, and once again, this is something that you play to make your opponent expend resources to focus on while you're just controlling the board. You're doing what your deck normally does. You just made your opponent walk into something that they didn't want to walk into. They didn't know they didn't walk in. And maybe if you do go into game 3, would they be signing in as much back row removal? Would they blindly be using that back row? I'm going to argue no. I'm going to argue they're not going to be using that much back row removal. And why would they? Because they just walked into Awaken the Dragon. This card is detrimental, and it could definitely hurt your opponent badly, especially those Draco plays. And if you're playing control, Dracos are a huge pain to get around. But if you play Awaken the Dragon, not anymore. I mean, not anymore whatsoever. You're playing against any deck that tries to pop your back row or tries to maliciously break your board down right in front of your face. Awaken your Dragon's gonna get you there. I will say there's been some errata to the rules. Any card effect that forces you to do something, so like evenly match, which forces you to remove cards, Awaken Dragon will not proc. But nevertheless, the card's still good, and I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players need to get on top of Awaken the Dragon. It's a phenomenal card that all the control players have basically forgotten about in lieu of getting like Solemn Strike or Solemn Judgment, which are not bad cards, but come on, Awaken the Dragons, it's like I want to control the field. I want to put a card on the board so my opponent can just focus everything on that one card. I mean, that's why the Yu-Gi-Oh players play in cards like Imperial Order and control decks. Well, used to. I'm not sure if they still play it now, but they want your opponent to go, hey, look at this one card over here, or I send more back row, or I send more my field. And by the time you get rid of this card, congrats. Here, the rest of my board. Hopefully you have any more resources left that they expend on one card. More than likely they do not. So let me know what you guys think about this card, Paisanos. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please, make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like button and comment down below. Don't forget to answer the comment question of the day. What's your favorite Ultimate Rare? Winter Solemn Judgment or Chaos Dragon Levianeer? Personally speaking, I don't know. They all look really good. The picture of them online looked amazing. It's really hard unless I physically hold them and physically see if they're good and strong value cardboard. I really don't know, and I'd love to know what you guys think. This is your boy V, and you Paisanos. Paisanos, have a great day.